Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 10 from exercise 9.2, and this question belongs from 12th class maths. We are going to start from the first part. In first part we have to integrate 1 upon 1 minus 10x with respect to x. So first we will assume the integration as I. So I is equal to integration of 1 upon 1 minus 10x dx. So students, it's a particular type of integration and very important format. So in this kind of question, you have to convert the 10 in form of sine and cos. So it's going to be 1 minus 10 we can write as sine x upon cos x, and then this dx as it is. Now here we'll take the LCM, and after taking the LCM, it's going to be like this. So when we take the LCM, it's going to be in the denominator, the LCM is cos x, and here nothing is there, so 1. So after LCM, what is going to come here? Cos x minus sin x, and then this dx as it is. Now in next step, this cos x, because it's in division, so it will multiply by 1. So we have to write here only cos x. So it will appear like this, is equal to integration cos x, then whole divided by cos x minus sin x dx. Now it's a very important format in integration, and in this format, what the format is, if you have sine and cos in addition or subtraction, and among sine and cos any one is in the numerator, in that situation whatever you have in the denominator, same you have to create in the numerator also. Again I am repeating, it's a very important format of integration. In this format, what is the identification? That in denominator you will have cos or sine or both in the form of plus or minus, and in numerator you will have either only cos or you will have only sine. In that situation, in the numerator also you have to create cos x minus sin x. So here also we have to create cos x minus sin x. Now, but simply we cannot create, there is a particular process for that. We are not supposed to, as I said, that we have to create cos x minus sin x. So one might can think that we can add and subtract sin x, but it will not come like that. So you have to follow this process. Once when you will understand, now in further, whenever you will get this kind of question, it will be very easily, you can easily solve that kind of questions. So cos x minus sin x, what we have to do is just multiply and divide the complete trigonometric function by 2. So here I divided and here I am to multiply by 2. So 2 cos x. So just see, the meaning it not changed, the meaning is remain same. Now this cos 2 cos x we are going to separate as cos x plus cos x, and same thing we will add sin x, and the second time we will subtract the sin x. So this is going to change, so it will change like this, equal to 1 upon 2 integration cos x minus sin x. This cos x we are going to write as, because it's 2 cos x, we can write it as cos x plus cos x, then once you just add sin x, and next time you just subtract sin x. So just see students what I had done, this 2 cos x I just separated as cos x plus cos x, and sin x once I added and second time I subtracted, so that overall meaning should not change. So once when we solve orally, this will cancel by this and it's going to be 2 cos x and 2 will cancel by 2. So whatever the starting function we have, we have not changed it, we only wrote in some other format. Now we are going to make the pair. So what I said, we need the same in the numerator. So in the numerator we need cos x minus sin x. So we will make the pair of cos x and minus sin x. Another thing we are going to write at back. So after making the pair and after the separation, I am going to obtain like this, cos x minus sin x upon cos x minus sin x dx, and in the same way half integration of. So just see students, here what I have done, I took cos x and minus sin x. Now what is remained here? Cos x plus sin x. So here only cos x plus sin x will come, so that we just write down. So it's going to be cos x plus sin x, and in division cos x minus sin x and dx. Now here they are same, so they will cancel. I want to mean this, they are same, so they will cancel. So what is going to be here? Only 1. And here we need to do the substitution. I want to assume this denominator, that is cos x minus sin x, as t. So it's going to be, first I am going to simplify it. So it's going to be 1 upon 2 integration symbol 1 dx plus half as it is, then integration of cos x plus sin x upon cos x minus sin x and dx. I am going to assume this as equation 1, and I will, because I am going to integrate it by substitution method, so this denominator I am going to assume as t. So I will write here, let cos x and what, which equation is this? This is I equation. So let cos x minus sin x as t. So when we differentiate this complete equation with respect to x, it's going to be minus sin x and minus cos x, and dx is equal to dt. Now from here minuses take common, so it's going to be minus, I took common, so it's going to be sin x plus cos x, and dx is equal to dt. So this is going to be equation second, and this one is going to be equation third. Or we will change this equation little bit. I am going to shift this minus sign also in other side. So I will remain with only the function which I have in the integration, because in integration we don't have minus sign, so minus sign also I am shifting. So this equation I am going to assume as equation 3. I want to say here you will see we have positive cos x plus sin x. We don't have this minus sign, so this minus sign also I shifted. Now from equation 1, 2 and 3, what we have to observe? This denominator we have to replace as t, and in the numerator cos x plus sin x is complete multiplied by dx is what? Minus dt. So here we have to write down only minus dt instead of these t. So I hope this is clear to you. So with the help of equation 1, 2, 3 we have to do these changes. So it's going to be like this. From equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3, we get I is equal to half of integration of 1 dx plus 1 upon 2 integration, and here because minus dt is there, so write down minus dt, and in denominator only t. So I hope it's clear to you. Instead of sin x plus cos x and dx, what I wrote here? Minus dt. So instead of these t, I wrote here minus dt, and instead of the denominator I wrote only t. Now this minus sign will come out and it will multiply by plus, and it's going to be minus here, and then we are remaining with only 1 upon t. So in next step we are going to have I is equal to half integration of 1 dx plus we have to change here because plus multiplied by minus is going to be minus. So minus half integration of 1 upon t, and we are integrating with respect to t. So when we integrate here, since in this integration we are integrating with respect to x, so integration of 1 is going to be 1 multiplied by x, and here this minus half as it is, and integration of 1 upon t is going to be log mod t, then plus integration constant. So I hope it's clear to you. Directly I use the formula, and here since we are integrating with respect to x, so 1 multiplied by x came, and we are integrating with respect to t, so it's going to be log mod t plus c. Now we have to replace it. T we are going to replace again. So you can see that half is common, so take half common. So we are remaining with only x here and minus log mod t. T what we had assumed, I have to check that first. T I assumed as cos x minus sin x. So I am to replace it by cos x minus sin x mod, then big bracket close, plus c. So this is the answer for this question number 10 first part. I hope it's clear to you. Now similarly we are going to do the second part also of the same question. It's also same type, same format. So easily we are going to do it. The second part we have to integrate 1 upon 1 plus cot x. In first part we had integrated tan x, and now we have to integrate the cot x. So it's going to be, first I am to assume it as I is equal to integration of 1 upon 1 plus cot x, and we are integrating with respect to x, that's why dx. Now same way we have to change it to the sin and cos, so it's going to be integration of 1 upon 1 plus its cot, so it's going to be cos x upon sin x. Write here 1, take the LCM, here I wrote here 1 for LCM, and then it's going to be equal to integration 1 upon LCM I took as sin x, so here also sin x plus cos x. Now this fraction is in division, so we have to do reciprocal of it, so it's going to be integration of sin x divided by sin x plus cos x. So I hope it's clear to you. Now in this question it's of same format, that in denominator we have sin and cos in plus, and in numerator we have only sin x. So what we have to do now, like we had done in previous part, we have to create the same, whatever we have in denominator, same we have to create in the numerator also. So here we need plus cos x, but directly don't do, first is multiply and divide it by 2. So it's going to be 1 upon 2 and then 2 sin x upon sin x plus cos x dx. Now half integration of this denominator I am going to write down as it is, sin x plus cos x, and this sin x I am to write down 2 times, that is sin x plus sin x, and once I am going to add cos x and second time I am going to subtract cos x, so that meaning remain same. Now I am to make the groups. So here students, since we want sin x plus cos x, so with this sin x just take plus cos x, and then remaining is going to be in the other group. So it's going to be sin x plus cos x, and in denominator also sin x plus cos x, and then dx plus half integration of sin x minus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. Now here they will cancel, and it's going to be only half integration of 1 dx plus half, and this is going to become same as it is sin x minus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. Now in next step, this is our equation I, so I am going to assume this as equation 1. Now here we have to start the substitution, so we will assume let denominator, that is sin x plus cos x is equal to 2. So when we differentiate, sin x differentiation is cos x and cos x differentiation is minus sin x, and then here is going to be dx is equal to dt. Now in next step, now just see what we have in the numerator, students. We have to check whether we achieve the numerator or not. Here we have cos x minus sin x, but here we have sin x minus cos x. So we need the same thing, that's why just take minus common, and after taking minus common, shift that minus to this side. So it's going to be minus, I am going to take common, so sign will change in the bracket, sin x minus cos x dx is equal to dt, and this minus sign will just shift in the right side. So that will give you sin x minus cos x is equal to minus dt. So this is our equation first, is going to be second, and this one is going to be third. Now from equation first, second and third. From equation first, equation second and equation third, we have get I is equal to, now in first integration there is no change, it is same as it is. Then here is going to be plus half and minus dt upon t, because students here you have sin x minus cos x and dx, and its value is how much is that? Minus dt. So instead of these t, where I wrote here minus dt, and instead of denominator I wrote only t. Now this minus sign, next step I am to set outside and I am to integrate also, together I am to do it. So it's going to be I is equal to half, and integration of 1 is going to be 1 multiplied by x, and this plus and this minus sign will come outside. So plus minus is going to be minus, so minus half, and 1 upon t's integration is log mod t, and plus integration constant. Now I am first is take half common, so it's going to be here only x minus log, this t we have to replace. So what we had assumed as t is, let me once find out, t is sin x plus cos x. So just replace it, it's going to be sin x plus cos x mod, then big bracket close, plus c. So this is our answer for the second part from question 10th. So I hope this question number 10th is clear to you. So in question number 10th, a new pattern you had learned. In this pattern, what is the identification? That in the denominator we are going to have sin x plus cos x, plus minus, you can sometime plus or sometime minus. In the numerator you are going to have only either cos x or you have only sin x. In this kind of integration, you have to create what you have in denominator same to same in the numerator also you have to create, but by multiplying and dividing by 2, just convert the complete integration in two parts, first part and second part, and then you just use the substitution method. So very important pattern of integration. So revise it properly, and further if you have any doubt you can write in comments so that I can clear all your doubts. Thank you.